everybody, this is the Young Gamer here, and today we're back on ETS2 doing the second part of our Peterbilt.
I'm going to fire the engine up. Yeah. with the Bullhorn Express.
If you haven't seen part 1, click on the video over here.
Oh yeah, to watch part 1. It's been wildly acclaimed by the whole of the internet as the world's worst ETS2 video.
Especially after what happened after something happened.
Yeah, especially what happened after something happened. Right, okay. Anyway, so I've added a couple of extra mods to this.
Did you?
Yeah, let me just jump in the cab. Oops, jump inside, that's it. I've got field of view changed. I got the field of view mod for the side mirrors, which basically, I think the main mirror remains the same, but the bottom mirror, it changes the field of view to be more realistic. So now you can see the bottom mirror down there is a bit more of a fisheye sort of a mirror. Yeah, okay. And I've also got, you know, because what I don't like having on is I don't like having that thing there on, you know, the GPS on, because if you've already got a built-in GPS, although I'm not sure how we changed the GPS on the GPS on the dashboard is north up, so it means it's sort of showing you the actual geographical position, but we want it to be
F5. No, it just
changes that one, doesn't it? Anyway, so Patrick, that's PRT1CK, has done this thing like someone else did before, where you the information's at the bottom of the screen there. Look, you see that?
Yep.
So you don't have to have the dashboard thing up. Right. So we've got our trailer on. Do we have our trailer on, or have we just left it behind?
We've just left it behind, I think. Nope.
No, we haven't. We've got it with us. Right. How do we get out of here then? Have we got to turn around over here? So how far have we got to go? 629 kilometres. I don't think we'll do that in one video, are we?
Nope.
I'll turn around over here and we'll go around. So we're taking the Stokes truck. I think we're going to McDonald's, aren't we?
Yep. Furniture.
But I don't. Was it actually Stokes furniture? Oh, it doesn't matter anyway.
No, it's not. It's IKEA.
Yeah. Well, that's right. We was at IKEA because we had 10 facts. We had loads of facts. But if you're interested in IKEA, watch that video because there's loads of facts about IKEA.
And also a special one at the end of the facts for IKEA.
Yes, a little childish moment at the end. So we'll turn around. We haven't got track IR on because Matthew doesn't like using track IR, do you?
Nope.
I prefer using track IR. What am I doing here? I'm turning around in the most awkward of places. Anyway, this is a bit of an awkward place to get out, actually. Right, so your job is, as we're travelling across, which town are we going to anyway?
McDonald's. Facts about McDonald's.
No, I don't want to do facts about McDonald's. I don't really like McDonald's.
You should do facts about McDonald's.
As a corporation, no. We need to do facts about the places we're driving through. Make it more interesting. Just like Young Gamer Tours when we did the coach trip.
Yeah, but incredibly interesting facts.
Yeah, well, that was Iceland though. That was quite nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned lots about IKEA last time. About who founded it and how much it's worth and what IKEA actually stands for. The IK, the E and the A.
Yeah, we should do McDonald's then.
No, I don't want to do McDonald's. McDonald's is a horrible corporation.
Right then, what should we do with the map?
Right, where's the map? So I need to look at the road map, the main map, don't I? So if we look at the main map here, world map, we need... Come on, there's a lot of lag. Where are we driving to? Berlin. Oh yeah, do facts about Berlin. That'd be nice. And Poznan.
Yeah.
And where else? Is it the red we're following?
Yeah.
So we're going to Lodz. That's obviously where we're going.
Let's do facts about Lodz then.
No, not until we get there, you Norbert.
Oh, okay.
Berlin first.
Berlin.
But don't just do them all in one go, and then say, "Oh, I've got nothing left to talk about for the next 500 kilometres."
Fact about Berlin.
And this is all from our knowledge, our memory. We're not looking on the computer.
No, we're not.
Well, that's not how you spell Berlin. Facts about Berlin's for kids.
No, I'm getting rid of the kids bit.
Okay.
Berlin. Well then, here we go.
Ooh, we're going to get a bit close to that wall.
Yes.
Right, let's go back. Oops, wrong button. Let's go back inside. There we go.
Well then.
Yeah, so we don't have. We've got Promods. That's obviously what we're using, and we've got this. No, let people know what mods we've got on. There's a lot of lag on that on the reflection, isn't there? Look.
Yeah, that might just be the mod.
Yeah.
We've got.
You better tell everyone who did the mods that we're using here. It's the same as last time. Promods, yeah. Promods 2.0.
I don't know who they are.
No.
You might.
Who did the mods though?
We've got Promods on.
Yeah.
We've got the Peterbilt mod by. By Viper 2.
Where are we going here? Down here.
We've got the. Where is it? Paint.
It was on there, wasn't it?
Job.
Oops. It was by Stewie.
Yes, Stewie. We've also.
It was. What was it called again? The paint job. Do you remember?
The paint job for Peterbilt.
Oh my giddy aunt, you just. I give up. I'm glad we don't pay for your education. I want my flipping money back.
Paint job for Peterbilt.
It's one word, and it's BILT.
BILT.
I don't like having this flipping. Oh. Which way am I going? I don't like having this GPS, so it doesn't show north. It's always in north up. I want the GPS to be
there we go. It's the Road Bandit.
Road Bandit. That's right. Yeah. Oops, that's the handbrake on.
There was also another Peter job. There's 2 more paint jobs you could have done for this, but they don't look very. They look good. Just there's one, a black and orange one. There's a black and orange one.
There?
Also by Stewie. There's a tribal one that looks like chocolate and caramel by Stewie. Looks like cool.
Yeah, well, people are going to look for them themselves.
Yep.
Right. Where are we going? Where's that junction to get onto the motorway? There's the junction off the motorway, so I'm guessing we're going to have to turn left up here. So I come into this lane.
Well, then, facts about Berlin.
Right, okay.
Here we go.
Well, we also learned last time about the Peterbilt, didn't we?
Yep. Berlin is the capital city of Germany.
Yes, it is.
It's one of the most important and largest places out of the 16 states.
Has Germany got split into states, is it?
I don't know. I think so.
Must be, I suppose.
It holds near about 3.5 millions of population.
Well, I tell you what, compared to London, then it's small. It's about half the size. Well, I mean, it's got as many people. It's probably geographically as big, but London's got about 8 million people living in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It being the largest in its boundaries and possessing near about 800-year-long history.
800-year-long history. Okay.
It has definitely been in good shape. That makes it one of the most important destinations to be bagged in the travel bags of various explorers.
Right.
Here we go, fact number 2.
Okay.
Historically being conquered by many people, it's basically starting in the booming in 19th century.
But what? It started booming. If you're going to read it, at least read it right.
Thanks to the patriotism.
Can you not find another better website with flipping facts about Berlin? This is a history of Berlin. It's boring me. Look, fact number 3 there is its geographical location in latitude and longitude. I mean, that's going to fascinate people, isn't it?
Interesting.
Top 10 facts on Berlin. There you go.
Go Berlin.
We want something easy to read for you and something with pictures on it. Oh, there we go. Look.
Berlin has more bridges than Venice.
All right.
Berlin has around 1,700 bridges, a greater number than Venice, With more than 118 kilometres of navigable waterways in the city, a boat trip is a great way of exploring Berlin.
But we know how many more. We know somewhere that's got more bridges than Berlin, though, don't we?
Yeah.
Where?
Hamburg.
Hamburg. Because we learned on our top 10 facts about Hamburg last episode that Hamburg has more bridges than Venice and somewhere else put together, wasn't it?
Amsterdam.
Yeah. I mean, Amsterdam's got loads of bridges because it's all canals. Mind you, so is Venice. That really is quite an interesting fact. I might try and use that.
10 facts page has 2 facts page. Has 2 facts on it.
No, because you're supposed to scroll.
I am scrolling.
No, you're supposed to go. There's little arrows that tell you to go left or right on the picture. You see?
Oh, there.
And it gives you new facts when you go left or right.
Longest open air gallery.
Oh, interesting.
The East Side Gallery is a 1.3 kilometre section of the Berlin Wall.
Oh, interesting. Now, okay, go on in.
It was painted with 101 images by artists from 21 countries, making it the longest open air gallery in the world.
Oh.
That's the good thing about Berlin Wall. You can just paint on it. Like,
Well, yeah, you can now.
you can now, but then you would get...
Most of it's been knocked down around Berlin. I saw the Berlin Wall before it was knocked down. I went to East Berlin when I was younger with my mum and dad.
Oh.
When it was still Russian territory. Well, it was Russian territory. It was actually
Everyone's
German.
territory.
Where are we going? German Democratic Republic. Hang on, where am I going here?
You have to keep going that way.
Have I got to go around that way?
No,
All the way
turn.
around?
No, you don't. You just turn into Ratsburg.
Am I?
Yeah.
That one up there?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. Look, you're following the red line now.
Oh man, yeah. That blimmin' GPS is annoying. I want to know how you changed that. Yeah, I went to East Berlin through Checkpoint Charlie. I went through Checkpoint Charlie, which was a famous checkpoint from the UK sector, from the British sector. Maybe it was from the American sector into the Russian sector. What an experience that was, wasn't it? And then Berlin Wall was knocked down in, when was it, 1989, something like that? 1987 maybe? I forget. Anyway, we'll read about it, I'm sure, in a minute.
Located in the city centre, tallest structure in Germany.
Okay.
Located in the city centre.
I hope this has got some sort of German-sounding name that you can't pronounce.
Yes, it does. The Berliner Fernsehturm.
The Berliner Fernsehturm.
You can't say it either.
No, that's exactly how you say it. That's exactly how German. If anyone is German is listening, they're thinking, "Oh, this guy must be German." The way you pronounce that.
Berlin TV Tower. That's the simple way of saying it. Berlin TV Tower.
Okay.
Is 368 metres high.
Okay.
Making it one of the largest constructions in Europe.
Oh, nice. Okay.
The panoramic viewing floor at 270 metres facilitates 360-degree views of the city and attracts almost 1.2 visitors a year. 1.2 what visitors a year?
1.2 million.
You checked it.
No, I didn't. Well, it was either that or billion. I don't think it was like 1.2. And listen, we're just taking an opportunity to enjoy the Promods. Oh, there's a wind turbine up there. The Promods view.
Meow.
Yeah, it's nice. Whoops.
That bus is probably thinking, what the heck?
Yeah, we're doing fine.
Because of that big
nice.
truck on the way.
Yeah, I wonder what their horn sounds like. How do you do the horn again?
H.
Did we map it?
I think we've mapped it.
To what?
It's the X button.
Oh, it sounds pretty good. I like that. It sounds quite American truck.
There's no other horns.
You didn't put any other horns on, did you? Okay, another fact.
Most zoo animals in Europe.
Oh!
Berlin has 2 zoos.
I got a
Tier
TV
Park
idea.
and
Yeah.
Friedrichsfels. I don't know how to say that.
Which one?
Friedrichsfeld.
Friedrichsfeld.
To me, that's just a bunch up of words.
Yeah.
I see Fried, Rich, and Felden now.
Yeah.
In east of the Zoologische Garten in the west, Valletta is the oldest in Germany. Founded more than 150 years ago, I mean, while the former has the largest stock a zoo animals in?
Oh,
In what?
the world.
In the world.
Ah, almost went down the on-ramp there. Okay.
The Yoon scale.
Are we actually in Berlin yet? Or are we just going past
We're
it?
nowhere near Berlin yet.
Are we not?
Don't think
my
so.
Giddy aunt. What are we going to talk about when we...
3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
Okay.
Berlin is one of the few cities in the world that can lay claim to this accolade.
Accolade, yeah.
Accolade. Berlin's Museum Island and its more tourism, housing estates,
Ooh,
and the
phone's ringing.
the palaces of parks.
Don't people know that we're recording award-winning video?
And the palaces and parks of Potsdam and Berlin comprise with 3 sites.
Okay.
There we go.
That was one of the less interesting facts.
Oh, there. In this picture, you can actually see the TV tower.
How green is Berlin compared to the rest of German cities?
Germany's greenest city.
Oh, that's interesting.
You knew we were talking about the green cities. About 44%.
We move fast. Look, where's the fire, mate?
About 44% of Berlin is made up of parks.
44%. Flipping heck, that's cool. How fast these cars are going.
Yep.
Mind you, in the autobahn, you see there's no speed limits. I'm
Yep.
going quite slow as well. There's the autobahn in Germany. There's certain sections where they don't have a speed limit,
Oh, so people.
so you can go as fast as you want.
So people around this go.
Yeah. People deliberately take their sports car there. It's not people. It's a bit of a misconception that it's always 0 speed limit. It's variable. So at different times of the day on different sections of the autobahn, they will set either a speed limit or they will say there's no speed limit.
If it's
not no speed limit all the time.
that's what I mean. If it's like night time, but they just not set a speed limit.
I don't know what the criteria is, but
yeah, made up of parks, the recreational areas, woods and rivers, the 2,500 public space. So this make a relaxing green contrast to the city's great array of museums and cultural attractions.
it is a very cultural city actually. Going up to 80 kilometres an hour. Berlin is a very nice city.
3 opera houses.
3, not free. 3.
3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Berlin is the only city in the world with 3 active opera houses. The Berliner Stratosphere.
Berlin, Potsdam. Where we go? We're not going to go turn down here, do we?
It's not the Berlin Potsdam right here. The Deutsche Oper Berlin and the Komische Opera Berlin.
Okay. Do you know what? I do like opera.
I don't.
Yeah, I do like opera.
Home to the
comedy
International
ones,
Beer Festival.
Oh yes, the
Germany
beer festival.
invented beer, didn't they? Did they?
Did they?
I think so.
I'm not sure about that little fact.
I don't know. I think.
I think we're going around Berlin at the moment. I don't think we actually go through Berlin. We kind of go around it.
Yeah, we do. The International Berliner Beer Festival, Berlin's International Beer Festival, takes place over 3 days and sees more than 300 breweries offer 2,000 sorts of beer. It has the record for being the longest beer garden in the world at 2.2 kilometres.
Whoa, that cargo lets out? Yeah, good car.
You've got to like beer to go to that place.
Yeah, that's right. And beer and sausages. They like their sausages also in Germany.
Yeah, I think they made the sausage, didn't they?
Well, I don't know. I suspect the sausage was made in various different places at the same time. But they certainly made a variety of sausage. The Frankfurter, of course.
Hey, you know that.
I guess that was made in Frankfurt.
The hot dog wasn't actually fought by the Americans. It was a German idea.
Oh, that's right. I know. That's what I'm saying. The Frankfurter.
Yeah.
And also the hamburger, I suppose, was made in Hamburg. I'm not sure.
The hamburgers were made in Hamburg.
Yeah, I think that's why they're called hamburgers.
Yeah. More museums than rainy days.
What?
There are 800 museums.
That van's not going to undertake me, then pull out in front of me.
180 museums in the city. attracting around 15 million visitors a year, while the city has an average around of 106
kilometers an hour.
rainy days each year. Berlin is also home to the world's largest universal museum, the Museum Zinsel, Museum Island,
Right.
with an ensemble of 5 renowned
Do you know what I did when I was looking at the facts?
museums.
I just ignored the ones that were really boring like that,
Oh.
and I focused on the ones that were like the biggest railway and the biggest train set in the world, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm reading all of them. So I think
know.
all of them are done.
But
Yep,
there's a
this is the
Promods
last fact.
2.1 coming out. Squirrel's been doing some videos on Promods 2.1.
That's
Squirrel gets to like do. Look, this guy's undertaking me. Look at the guy on my right hand side there. He's going to get a blast of this. Yeah, thank you, mate.
Great for tax-free shopping.
What?
Berlin is home to the largest
this is a
department
bit laggy.
store in continental Europe. The KaDeWe.
The what?
The KaDeWe. It's literally KaDeWe.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Browsing more than 600 square meters in fashion, food and homeware. If all that shopping works up an appetite, the mall is also home to Europe's largest food department. I like food.
Whoa, got the wrong way.
Burr, 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 burr. Yeah, that's all the facts on Berlin.
Oh, right. Well, I think we're just about passing Berlin at the moment. I think we're rattling past Berlin. I'll put that.
Map up.
Yeah, I'll put that little map up.
Let's have a look. Go out, zoom out.
F5.
5 again. Yep.
Yeah, there's Berlin there. We're getting past Berlin.
Unfortunately, we're not going there.
No. So when we went to see the Berlin Wall.
Yep.
I was very lucky, really, because it was only a few years after that it got knocked down. I mean, I was lucky to see it. Obviously, the people who lived there weren't that lucky. But yeah, the Russians just sort of threw it up in one day. Well, it took them a long time to actually build the full wall as it stood. For the decades that followed, but basically, just one day they said, right, too many of our citizens are leaving our sector and moving into the American and the British and the French sectors. Ooh, is he breaking up there?
Well, if the Russians are mean, that's quite fair.
Well, that's right. That was because they were poor and whoa, what's going on, dudes? That truck's just about stopped there, isn't he?
Yep.
Bit of a daft place to stop.
Yeah, keep going.
So they threw the wall up to stop people from leaving the sector. And they threw it up because Berlin and the whole of Germany had been divided up between the Allies after the Second World War, and the Berlin was in the East German the East German sector was in the Russian sector, but because it was the capital, what they did was they divided Berlin up. They said, okay, but you can have the whole of this east side of Germany, but Berlin, because it's so important as a capital, we're going to divide that up separately, so that the whole of Berlin was sitting inside the Deutsche Democratic Republic, as it was called, DDR. What's going on here? Roadworks.
What's happening? What are you putting on your parking brake?
Oh, did I? Woo! What happened there? I had to be on my toes there for that little incident. So you had these corridors, the Berlin corridors, which is basically a route into Berlin through East Germany. You weren't allowed off. Oh, where are we going? We're supposed to be going left. So we need to go up here, I think, do we? I don't know where we're going. I don't know. I think we're going. Are we going the wrong way or the right way?
You're going the right way.
I'm all over the road here.
Right, you could take off your map now.
Can I?
We have to use the little map there, not the GPS map built into it. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I think we got to use the map it pops up.
Why?
Because that map there is making you struggle.
Yeah, but it's but the one that pops up's the same though. Look.
No, it's not. Press F3. There you go.
Oh, okay. So we put it in that mode. Oh, well, we just... Whoa! I see I'm busy focusing on that flipping thing. Right. Anyway. So, yeah, you had these corridors that went into Berlin. And then when you arrived in Berlin, you'd normally go to the British, the British, the American or the French sector. And then, if you wanted to go into East Berlin, you had to have a special visa to get through the checkpoints. There was only so many checkpoints. And then you could go into East Berlin, and depending on your visa, depending on how many days you could spend over there, we were just over there for 1 day.
Did you go into the British sector?
Yeah. Went into all the British, the French, the American sectors were basically all identical. Just had soldiers from the different nationalities.
And they weren't. They were just like live your normal lives.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And the people in East Berlin, they were also just living normal lives, but they just had
a big wall.
And it was very drab. There was no on the west side. There were lots of murals and paintings and graffiti on the wall. But on the east side there was nothing. It was just grey. It was very depressing, actually.
If they let the Americans and British all
I'm going to put the lights on again here. Oh, that's a light. There we go.
If the Americans were alright,
hey, look, we're kind of lit up on the inside here. Look.
Yeah, no, because I put the blue light inside. Remember?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's good of you.
Yeah.
What's going on here? We're slowing down again.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Warner, where are we going? Are we going into a different... Oh, I think we're going across the border.
Checkpoint.
We're going across the border.
If you had a checkpoint, that would be...
What river's this, I wonder?
The River Me. It's a big toll.
Is there? We're going into Poland now, is it? Must be Poland. Is it Poland we're going into? So, I think we go past Poznan next. What's that flashing sign there saying? Welcome to Poland. Oh, it does say that. That's nice of them, isn't it? Slow it down a bit.
Go into the far one. Don't follow all the cars around. Oh yeah, you just follow all the cars around.
Yeah, I think you just follow them around, don't you? So we don't actually have to stop.
Doesn't look like it.
I guess Poland's part of the EU, isn't it? So we just kind of open borders, free movement of people. There we go.
If it was a checkpoint, that would have been funny. You seen a tank outside just...
I'd say when we went into East Berlin, there was very little checks made on the vehicle and made on us. You went in, you had to exchange your money because they were desperate for foreign currency because the ruble was a very weak currency. So they wanted to have pounds and dollars. So the exchange rate they offered was ridiculously high. So basically they were robbing you of your pounds and dollars. But still, we got through. But coming out, my God, the car was just about ripped apart. Or the van, we went across in a van, just about ripped apart by the border guards, thinking because people would still always try to escape, try to smuggle themselves out in very, very ingenious ways. So they were always a bit wary, the East German border guards.
So what do they do?
They basically just searched the car from top to bottom, checked in the fuel tank, checked the spare wheels, anywhere you could smuggle like a baby or a child or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, because people were always trying to escape, or across the border. When we were there, as reported on the news, 4 guys had escaped. What they did was they ran across because at night on the border at night, the border guards would come out with these dogs, these most vicious looking dogs, and there were tripwires and floodlights and all sorts of things to stop people from being able to run across because you had 2 walls. There was a big wall on the west side, then there was a big area of no man's land, which is basically just barren with tripwires and automatic machine guns and border posts, big posts for the German guards these German guards to be able to keep an eye on it. And then that was the guards were East German.
Oh.
So basically Russian, or they started off as Russian, but then they were East German. But it was run in a very similar regime to the Russian regime. And anyway, then they would. The border was about the no man's land was about, I'd say, about 70 meters, and then you had another huge wall, and the walls had, on the top of the walls it was like a big round I don't know what you'd call it. It was
wire.
no, but there was barbed wire all over the place. But it was a big the tops of the walls were rounded, so you'd struggle to grab hold of them. It was a bit like you imagine a round pipeline running along the top of a wall. It was a bit like that. So it'd be very difficult there was no handholds to grab hold of. But these dudes, when we were there, 3 or 4 guys, had obviously studied, photographs. They'd obviously been planning it for some time. They took a ladder with them, jumped over or climbed over one side of the wall. They'd learnt where all of the... better just checking the sides here, I'm supposed to be going. They'd obviously learnt where all of the tripwires and stuff were. They jumped over the various tripwires. I mean, they would have been shot dead if they'd have been seen.
Yeah.
And then they managed to avoid the dogs, because at night the dogs would come out. And managed to get over the other side. So there was always a trickle of people getting out. And then, unfortunately, back in the late 80s, they knocked us one night. They didn't tell anyone they were going to do it. They just started bulldozing it down, and then word got around. And I can remember on the news, it was like the world's biggest party. Because you imagine when they put the wall up, they put it up so they might put it up down the middle of a street. So one side of the street was in West Berlin, and the other side of the street was in East Berlin. And it meant that if your family, whole families were separated. So one part of the family just happened to be living on the side that became West Berlin, and another part of the family lived on the side that became East Berlin, and it was very difficult for them to see each other.
You phone. Your phone.
You could phone, but don't forget, back then it wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't as easy as that. They could still, wave at each other and stuff, and they could apply for visas to see each other. But it's not the same. It's not the same as living.
McDonald's.
No, so it is.
We're not going there. Don't worry.
And so it was a bit massive party because suddenly people were free. Anyway, we're going to Poland now. We're in Poland. We're going to Poznan. So give us some facts about Poland or Poznan or whatever.
Okay then.
And I'll just keep doing some nice views from outside. It's getting towards dusk, I think.
How would you spell it?
What, Poland?
No.
Poznan.
Okay then. Facts about Poznan.
Nan.
Nan. Oh no. Nan.
I don't think I've actually ever been to Poland.
I haven't. Poznan. Facts about my Poznan.
I think Poznan, the only thing I know about Poznan is it's got a football team and they do a special dance, they do a special thing. I think that's Poznan. I think that's where they all turn their backs on the pitch and just bounce up and down. Yeah, as if saying we don't care about the football, we're just here to. Or maybe they're saying we have so much confidence in our team. And I remember Manchester City sort of started copying it. Oh, there's roadworks up here. More roadworks.
Fact number 1.
Okay, fact number 1 about Poznan.
Poznan is in the eastern region of Poland. It's the 5th largest city in the country.
Oh, interesting. Ooh,
there is a population of around 560,000 people.
Oh, there's another toll. That's why everyone's stopping. We've got to pay
Poznan
the toll
has
now.
a history that dates back to the 9th century. Poznan is one of Europe's main east-west train lines.
Oh, train lines or trading lines?
Train lines, which stretches from Paris through Berlin and Warsaw to Moscow.
Well, we know it goes to Berlin because we've been through there.
Oh, that's a lot of money paid.
193 zlotys, whatever it is.
Poznan is second to Warsaw as the main city and commerce in Poland and its own world trading centre.
Whoa, come on, van.
Van, it's a car.
No, it's not.
There's a van in front of you.
I haven't got time for this.
Football fans across the world have started doing the what?
The Poznan.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about.
And it was
I'll try and find a bit of video of someone doing the Poznan and then we'll put it up.
Our director,
For those that don't know what doing the
Andrew
Poznan is.
Campbell, who travelled extensive around Europe, says Poznan is his favourite city in Poland.
Is that a fact about Poznan, that some bloke said it's his favourite city? That's not really a fact, is it?
Who's our director?
No, that's just the person who works on the website.
Oh.
So one of their facts is, someone who works on his website likes the city. That's an interesting fact, isn't it?
In Poznan, unlike Britain, for bar and pubs don't call last orders at 11 p.m. for just getting started around this time.
Oh.
As a general rule, some places will stay open until the last person leaves.
Well.
So you can literally stay there and drink everyone's beer. Now that's a good... Oh, look at that bar, Dad.
Right, yeah, no, you can't make reference to pictures that people aren't going to be able to see, though, can you? It was a picture of a bar.
Are you a beer fan?
Is that what it says?
The Lech Brewery, located in Poznan, and runs tours each day for beer fans.
I don't think these are very interesting facts
It's almost...
about Poznan. Find another website, facts about Poland or something like that.
I got one more.
Go on then.
There's two more left.
Go on then. These are not good
It's
facts.
almost impossible to find a coin-operated phone box.
Oh.
To make call from a payphone, you have to visit a kiosk and buy a phone card.
Right, okay, alright.
One of the biggest events in Poznan is the celebration of St. Martin's Day on the 11th of November. It is a parade that starts from morning mass here in St. Martin's Church. Lots of keefy pastry.
Oh, another flipping...
bread, cakes and drinks are consumed. Done.
Alright, find facts about Poland while I go through this toll
20
booth.
interesting facts about Poland.
Yeah. Give us some facts about Poland.
Poland is home to 30...
Oh, we're going... Oh, it's got the X in the top. I wonder if this means it's not going to open.
It's not going to open.
Oh, flip.
Poland is home to over 39 mil.
What, million people?
Yep.
Yeah, I know, but that's less than Britain.
Yep.
We're home to about 60 million.
Yep. Did you know it's the first...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa. Did you know that the first contact offers a cheap money transfer between the UK and Poland?
Did say that again?
Did you know the first contact offers a cheap and convenient money transfer service between the UK and Poland?
Did you know that first contact? Oh, that's not a fact. It's an advert for the flipping website, you Norbert.
Oh.
That website is... Oh, mate. Is that? Have they got that down as one of their facts?
No.
Oh, my giddy aunt. Right, go on, give us another fact.
The most popular dog name in Poland
The most popular dog's name? Is this a fact about Poland?
is
The most popular name of dog? Bernie.
Bernie, which in Poland...
Is it Bernie?
No, it's Burek.
Oh, really? I guessed Bernie.
It Burek, which is a Polish word for brown grey colour.
What?
In Poland, people
Are
generally...
these the best facts that you can come up with about an entire country?
In Poland, people generally peel bananas from the blossom end, not the stem end.
What? They do what?
They peel bananas from the blossom end, not the
They
stem
are.
end.
That is just crazy.
How can you...
So they peel a banana. They don't peel a banana from the bit that's the easiest bit to peel it from, the top.
Yep.
They peel it from the bottom.
Poland
If Polish people watching this video, please tell us, is this a fact? Do you peel your bananas from the opposite end from the rest of the flipping intelligent world?
Poland has many capital cities in its time.
What? Oh, okay.
These have included Gdynia,
Okay.
Poznan,
Yeah, okay.
Krakow,
Krakow, okay.
Warsaw.
Warsaw, okay.
Lublin has been the capital twice
Oh,
after
they keep
both
changing.
world wars.
Oh, mind you, yeah, the borders of Poland changed dramatically after the various wars because it's right in the centre of Europe, isn't it?
Yep, and that means a lot of bombings, a lot of trying to
Yeah, so
capture
depending
it.
on who won the various wars or who was fighting the various wars, depending on where the borders were. I think Poland was Poland part of the Russian Federation at some point. I forget.
Geographically, Poland is not actually in Eastern Europe.
Mm.
It's in fact in the very centre of Europe.
It's in the very centre of Europe. Okay.
In Poland, one name day immunity
One's name day, yeah.
is considered far more important occasion than one's birthday.
Well, that's interesting because in France they have a similar thing. If your name's Matthew, so and your Saint's Day would be like St Matthew. So when it's St Matthew, you'd get, I don't know if you get presents and stuff. People of France can tell us.
Poland's nationality symbol is a white-tailed eagle.
Oh, a white-tailed eagle. That's the national symbol.
I'm about to say a white-tailed England. The name Poland originates from the name tribe Polani.
Okay.
Tribe used to inhabit the western part, which we now call Poland, and originally meant people living in open fields.
Okay. Poland means people living in open fields. Okay, interesting.
The most world's strongest man winners are from Poland.
Poland is home of the most world's strongest men winners. Well, I never knew that. I thought Iceland had that because Iceland used to produce a load of world's strongest men. No one we all used to watch that back in the 80s. We all used to watch World's Strongest Man, and now it's on, and no one ever knows it's on.
People of Polish descent have won 17 Nobel Prizes, including 4 for peace and 5 for literature.
Literature. So they've had 17 Nobel Prizes. That's interesting. They're clever people.
1/3 of Poland is covered with forest.
1/3 of Poland covered by forest.
With 50% of land is dedicated to farming, the country contains 9,300 lakes, 23 national parks, and 1 what?
Say it again.
It contains
excuse me.
9,300 lakes.
Yes.
23 national parks.
Yes.
And 1 what?
One toilet for everyone.
1 desert.
Oh, what? No way. Is there a desert in Poland? Does it really say that?
It says.
Point that a bit. Where are you just reading that? 1 desert in Poland. Wow, I didn't know Poland had a desert. I'll find a bit more out about that in a minute.
The Rysai in the Tatra Mountains are the highest point in Poland.
Okay.
At height.
Tatra Mountains?
Yep.
Tatra?
Tatra trucks.
Yeah, that's what they're named after. The Tatra Mountains.
The height of 2,499 metres.
But they must be on the border because Tatra trucks are not Polish, are they? They're from another country, but
Scandinavian.
No, not Scandinavian, but
Czech.
They're from the Czech Republic. That's right. So you can obviously see the same mountains from both sides of the border.
Most Poles are Roman Catholics.
Okay, all right. Bit of religion there.
Roman Catholicism is so
Roman
popular.
Catholicism
is so popular that Poland has a TV channel dedicated to the Pope.
Oh, okay.
The Archbishop.
We'll steer clear of religion. You get into trouble with religion.
In 1989, Poland held its first free election more than 40 years.
I remember that. I think it was a chap called Lech Walesa who won that election. I think he was
the Archbishop of Canterbury.
What was it? Does it say?
Yep. No, it doesn't say who it was.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. It was big news. Big news.
In the country's most popular traditional dish.
Which one is?
The bigos.
Bigos. Okay.
It was
what is
a type of stew made from Polish
nice.
Sauerkraut.
Yep. That's pickled cabbage. Nice.
Fresh cabbage, different types of meat, sausage, prunes, dried mushrooms, onions and spices. This is cooked over several days and served with potatoes and bread. Tardies and bread.
Okay, nice. Oh, we're almost there, dude. We're only 13k away from our destination. That's flown by with our excellent facts about the various places we've been going through.
Yes, it has. Marzana is a Polish tradition where people weave straw dolls.
Straw dolls, okay.
Which when they decorate with ribbons, these dolls represent winter, so when the snow snaps...
Winter is coming.
So when the snow starts to melt the Marzana.
Hey, you're quite lucky. I was just thinking that the other day, right? You're quite lucky in that you haven't seen any of Game of Thrones yet. So you've got all that to look forward to when you're a little bit older.
Probably not. That's going to probably be never watched.
Why not? It's a good series.
It'll probably never be watched. It's going to probably be old. Oh!
Yeah, you can still watch stuff that's old.
No. Marzana is... Oh, no. The Polish are generally well educated, with 90% of Poles having completed at least a secondary education. That's pretty mean calling them Poles.
Well, that's what they are. The Polish. That's what they're known as, Poles. Because it's only mean in this country because Poles means something else. It means like a long stick, doesn't it? Stick in the ground.
The Polish.
Because it's like the old joke about the Polish guy. A guy goes to the Olympics, and he's got a massive long stick with him. And the Englishman says, "Are you a pole vaulter?" And he says, "No, I'm from Czechoslovakia. But how do you know my name is Volta?" You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Polish-born astronomer Nicholas Copernicus is
Copernicus. Is it Copernicus? What does it say? Copernicus Comparius.
Is considered to be the first person to propose the theory that Earth was not the centre of the universe.
That's right. He would have been laughed at about that. He'd have been absolutely laughed at.
In Poland, pizza bases are not topped with notopia or tomato-based sauce.
Oh.
These are generally served separately. It remembers that we would consider to be ketchup. I don't know that one. These are generally served separately and resemble that we would consider to be ketchup.
What? These are... Okay, so they don't put the base on the pizza. They put the base on the side in a little tub probably, and it's the same as what we would consider to be ketchup. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said they thought we would. I thought it said we want to be ketchup.
Oh, the Polish want to be ketchup. Right.
We can grind them and turn them into ketchup.
We're almost there. Look.
I can see a big sign. Can you not see it?
Is that the big McDonald's sign? Oh
Did
yes,
you know?
that is. They come all this way just to deliver something to a individual McDonald's store. That's a bit weird.
Did you know that the first contact offers are cheap and conventional?
Oh, right, another advert. Right, so that's good. You've timed the facts quite well. So everyone knows loads about Berlin. They know the most popular colour of dog, whatever it was in Poland.
Name of dog.
Yeah.
They know that the Polish don't want to be ketchup.
They don't want to be. This is an easy one.
I'm
here,
just
look.
stupid.
This is an easy one here. Oh, we're going to go straight into this.
This is actually from ETS2. That's why the parking thing's so long.
Oh, maybe. But we're here. We've made it.
We all know what the Polish favourite food is.
Do you know what we need to do? We need to unlock a
pole.
No, we need to unlock a garage so that we can. I mean, a dealer here, so we can
Start off.
There we go. Yeah, we can start off from here and continue our. Yeah,
Good
continue.
mods.
There we go. We've made some bit of money for our thing.
Yeah, so
A bit of that we can't get. We don't.
remember to subscribe, like 100 subscribers to get that brand new gaming computer.
Yes, we do.
That'll be a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching the video. Click one of these boxes to watch another one of our videos, and remember to click subscribe to subscribe.